30 cents in here, dude.
Only the real will understand. Feel me? It's real. And it's real. Fuck sitting on the fence, I would never pick another side. I was on the hearse, dreaming about Rodeo Drive. Hustle and stack, get a bag, try and make it right.
It's the host, Nathaniel James, on the Walk a Mile in My Shoes podcast. This is the third episode for today, so we're putting the work in for the masses, and we try to get as many hidden gems on the show as possible. And this guy might be a bit hidden at the moment, but trust me, everybody is going to know about this guy in 2021. So your name, where you from, and just tell people a little bit about yourself.
I'm Mac LOTR, last of the real. I'm a rapper from Birmingham. And I've been rapping now for like a bit over 10 years.
About 10 years,
Just been pushing. I've been on channels like P110, Link Up TV. All of them really, JDZ, you name it. Just been pushing through.
Okay, so like he says, he's been doing music for 10 years now. So how would you describe yourself to the viewers as an artist? Like, what is your niche? What is the market that you're looking to tap into?
I'd say I'll just keep it real, I say things that other rappers wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of people have quoted that I speak about things that everyone can relate to. Someone said like literally normal people. That's what they said can relate to. So could be about relationships, friendships, it's anything, just everyday life. And
life experiences.
Yeah, and I feel like that's when people connect with me.
Okay,
you know
so would you say the market that you're looking to tap into is like the real rap?
Yeah.
Just looking to keep it real all the way. Obviously, last of the real. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that slogan is very powerful. Do you know what I mean? But what led you to think, you know what? I'm one of the last of the real. What is it that you've seen that made you think that there's not a lot of realness around you? If it was that, do you know what I mean? It might not have been that, but do you know what I'm saying?
It started literally when just me and my brethrens now, some people just weren't moving proper, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I just thought one day, like, I was just sitting down and thought, we're the last of the real, like, it's literally started from that, literally, and then I just started saying it on songs.
Okay.
And then
it just stuck. It just
literally
stuck from there.
Then, as soon as I said it, I just thought it. As soon as I said it, it just stuck with me.
Okay then. So, in terms of like your musical journey and stuff like that, like what inspired you? What was the first thing or influence that inspired you to want to start making music?
Music just like it runs in my family, like from young, like my uncles and that DJs, singers in the family. My cousins, so everyone is just music around me, you know what I mean? So, and then it started from like watching MTV Bass every day and stuff like that.
Come on.
Seeing rappers like 50 Cent and that.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be a rapper. And at first, when I was writing, I was lying.
Okay.
A lot of my just lying, just talking about I've done this and done that.
Yeah.
Just like one of them stages.
Ego rap.
Yeah. And then it got to the point where, it was someone drew me out at one point. Said, "Yo, have you even done any of these things?" And I thought, raw rent, like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I said, raw rent, And then that's when I started coming with real raps that I can literally say, if someone was to draw me out again, I can tell you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but stage from stage and why you wrote that lyric. And what age was that you kind of identified that, you know what, I need to stop lying in my raps and I need to keep it real in my music?
Probably about 14, 15.
So quite a young age, isn't it?
Definitely.
Obviously, with myself being an artist, I always used to think to myself, like, one day, if a family member heard my song, could they be like, yo, I'm proud of that? Like, all right, then on this thing, or would they be like, what? He's a road man, and he does this to women, and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's how I never raised him. So a lot of the times, I always wrote with a subconscious of, I need to make sure that this is real, or I'm keeping it real, or I'm talking something with sense. Because if this was to get back to certain family members, it'd be curtains, you know what I'm saying? And obviously for those who don't know, obviously one of my massive influences was my Uncle Terence. You know what I mean? That's your godfather, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we didn't even realise and notice that until I think I posted a picture of my uncle and my dad who was a host. And you was like, "Rah, like Uncle T, like, yo, that's my godfather." I was like, "What? You know, that's my uncle." And then obviously that's when we started talking more and realising that our backgrounds are both from St. Kitts and all that and stuff like that. So, and one thing I always say is a lot of the Kittitians that I know who do music, we have a mad flow, like a mad, like, it's like yourself, me, like Lady Leisha, like other people that are from St. Kitts have something different. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And our cultural influences from young was music, so the family functions and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you're talking about you've been doing music for 10 years and stuff like that. At what stage was it you thought, bro, I need to take this serious? I need to like actually push myself out there?
To be honest, I've been doing little things, like I've been releasing videos, songs and that. But it was literally only just last year.
Okay.
Like I thought, I need to just take myself as a artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start thinking that.
What sparked that from?
Literally I just knew I had this talent. Like, I'd get sidetracked and it would just always be on my mind, like just literally, or I'd fall off, and something would remind me to just, like, I'd see someone and be like, any new music or just anything, it could be anything, or like a big rapper would reach out to me and I think, like, why am I even stopping? So then, like, I just thought, I just need to do it, man. I just need to, like, change it, my life and my people's life, and I can do this. Everyone needs to hear.
Yeah, man.
Me and it.
I can comfortably say, like, from our area, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the young people and stuff like that are really behind you, do you know what I mean? Not just young people, but I say young people because obviously I'm a youth worker and stuff like that, but if I have a conversation with them, like, so who are you listening to? Like, who would you rate in the area? And they're like, yo, Mac, LOTR, like, you know, like, Last of the Real and stuff like that. Like, some of your videos that you've done, you've gone back to the local youth centre I used to work at, and you've got the whole area out. So everybody's invested in your journey at this moment of time. And I feel like they're pushing you because they know that, like, you're the next one up, like, you're the one that can take this to the next level. Do you know what I mean? Do you know that yourself?
Yeah, you know what it is? I see it because, like, I agree because of, like, they're listening to my bars and they know that it's real. Like, they've seen it. Certain things I'm saying, they'll probably sit there and laugh and say, oh yeah, it's right. And, like, I don't push the youths to do anything bad, anything that I wouldn't do, you know what I mean? I'm telling them to do something proper. And because I think there's a lot of, like, there's lack of opportunity where we're from, innit? So when they're seeing certain people share my music or they see me with certain people, they think, right, I could do that as well. It's from down the road, like, I can do that.
Do you feel, sorry to cut you there, do you feel pressure? Do you feel any pressure, like, on your shoulders to be the one? Because obviously, like, you know, there's a lack of opportunities in Birmingham alone, but our side of Birmingham, East Birmingham, your Kingshurst, Chelmsford Wood, Lee Village, all that kind of stuff, it's like we're not on the map. It's like,
for real.
no one knows of that area. You mentioned it, like, where's that from, or
no
whatever.
knows,
we have talent for days, but even the other side of Birmingham have never endorsed our talent. They've endorsed our producers. They want beats of our producers. But in terms of, you man over there, come and do a set with us, man, because we have, let's say, Grindblog was around. Grindblog never come to East Birmingham to come and film anybody. But the other side of Birmingham did go and film all of them. And we always used to feel like it's a biased, do you know what I mean? And look at this area, it's country, it's full of white people, there's no talent, do you know what I mean? So obviously, do you feel like, because you know that you've got people that are behind you and the youngsters are looking up to you, feel any pressure? Or do you take that on board and use it as to fuel your journey?
Yes, it's more fuel, you know. I just feel like I'm chosen to do it. Like, I need to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, I wouldn't be in this position, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep pushing. That's why I just continue to just keep putting the ends on the map, because once I put the ends on the map, because it's not even for me or my brethren, it's for the youngers. Because then they can come up and say, yo, I'm from here. And it's not looked at like, like you're saying, I'm from, my man's from country, I ain't listening.
Wasteman area, or no one's on the map around there, sort of.
At least it'll be like a kind of name brand area, you know what I mean?
That's it, man.
People could just do what they're doing. Everyone can thrive, you know what I mean?
So obviously, I just touched upon the Birmingham like music scene.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think that we need to do as Birmingham people to be able to build up our scene the way it is in London? Because what I've noticed over the years is that you get to a certain level in your area and then everybody skips down to London and kind of, I'm not saying forgets about Birmingham, but obviously London is the capital, so it's the land of opportunity. Do you know what I mean? In terms of music, the labels, PR, it's just even their currency higher than Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? So what do you think because we've got talent here, it's undeniable. Do you know what I mean? We've got Lady Leisha. I believe she's the leading woman music artist in the UK. 100%. And then if you want to touch upon Shores, she's leveling with them over there. And then obviously we have Millions, we have a JK, we have a Mist. Do you know what I mean? We have Stardom. I rate Stardom like that. But what do you think we need to do as a Birmingham culture to really push our scene so that people abroad will look to Birmingham for new artists the way they do in London?
I feel like, see the names that you just mentioned, I feel like once they're already up there, innit?
Yeah.
So when you're on your grind coming up and you're literally just starting to get that buzz, I feel like at least one of them artists up there should collab with that artist.
Yeah.
Then that artist down here gets up to there.
Yeah.
Then that artist can do that again for the next one and just keep it going. It's just keep continuous thing.
So like it's like submerging traffics. Do you know what I mean? Because I honestly believe that is one of the sad things about Birmingham and other little tiny cities like your Manchester, obviously Leeds are on the come up and all that as well, is that a lot of the time people want to keep everything for themselves. And I honestly believe for yourself as well is that when I see someone like you, I think, raw, like what can I do to help that person? Do you know what I mean? So whether it's a share or I just think, because I know if you was in a position of power, you'd pass it on to others. I'd rather see you go through the door than somebody that will go through and just lock the door behind them. Do you know what I mean? I understand that you will have certain targets and certain things, but like you're saying, somebody on the come up, they're talented, whatever. All you have to do is just be like, let's set up a cypher and everyone spit their best bar. I'll come to the cypher and I'll spit a bar at the end or something so that when people go to the video, they can see you in the background or whatever. But you come in the end and let everybody that's in front of you spit their best game. If they don't blow from that or if they get a little hype and they don't do nothing from it, well, I tried.
Yeah, literally, that's what it is.
If you don't try, how do you know any? Do you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so do you think that we need more unity?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that you think that's missing?
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of egos in Birmingham right now. So it's just, but that's a next thing that I'm trying to do as well. I'm not just trying to do it locally. I'm trying to do it as a city as well. You know what I mean?
I will be open and honest and say, bro, when it comes to punchlines, you got punchlines for days.
Love, bro.
Yeah, so when you see other artists, and obviously you believe in your source, you see other artists and they're out there killing it, and you think to yourself, bro, they've got nothing on me. Do you know what I mean? How does that make you feel? Have you ever felt like I'm underrated, I'm the underdog?
Yeah, all the time, but I used to get bitter about it, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I used to watch videos, I should be there.
Yeah.
But then that's what I mean, I took a break and that's what I was doing, just working on myself, just mentally and with music as well.
Yeah.
I worked on all these things and then I've just come back and just recently what I've released, that's what you're seeing, just new and improved.
I can tell you've done a lot of work because like we were saying prior, I was saying that I used to hear you doing freestyles and just think, he's got bars for days. But then I thought, but how is he going to package this? Because some of the music that's out there, the mainstream, the songs that do good are so dumbed down.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? To throw punchlines and that in there, you'd have to say left back like Chilwell. Little stupid little thing like that. I'm thinking, bro, how many people are going to say left back like Carlos, right back like Cafe? All these kind of things has been going on from a very young age. You know what I mean? So do you think you have what it takes now to package a song that somebody in China could listen and they've got minimal English, but they could listen to you and think, oh, that Mac LOTR is really good. Yeah. And before you know it, you're viral in China. Do you think that you could, because you can do the intricate stuff, you can do the thought process, like how did he think of that? But do you think that you're ready now to hit markets and have that hit song that even that one song could just take you all over the world?
Yeah, I've got a few there, you know. That's what I was working on as well, because, yeah, like you said, I can bar. But then I wanted to work on more catchy hooks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without trying to like dumb it down too much.
Yeah.
I was just working on myself, like perfecting my craft.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I've done. So definitely, I feel like I could do it, man. Definitely.
Okay. So obviously, like I say, I've been invested in your journey for a very, very long time. Even from the times of Kingshurst, you done some work with Caps. Do you know what I mean? Who I've done work with, and then even studio sessions. I've seen you at studio sessions and stuff like that. So obviously, I know like what's been going on with your journey, because like I said, I've been invested in it. And then I remember that there was a situation with another Birmingham artist. Goes by the name of Deadly, NODB. Do you know what I mean? So just from my point of view, when I was looking in, so Deadly is from my generation. Do you know what I mean? Like NODB, YTM, Power Hill, Midlands Math. They were the leading people of my gen. Do you know what I mean? So when I was younger, I'd listen to them on radio and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then obviously you've come in a generation after where you might have known about them, because I feel like you knew about the culture and stuff like that. I could imagine you from young, like, yo, who's that? And then your older cousins tell you, yo, who's my man Daddy, and stuff like that. Yeah. But you kind of had a bit of an altercation where about a name. So obviously Deadly's slogan was real. Yeah. And then your slogan is last of the real, it's real. Like that, yeah. So obviously, was it Deadly made a mixtape and used your slogan name, or was it like, how did that whole situation pan out?
Basically, what it was, he started a team, and obviously because his slogan is real, I'm sure it started at Real Ent or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So that was calm, but then like he must have uploaded a design, and it said last of the real, and it's like last of the real Ent, rare. So then I've commented on there saying, nah, like that's me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, don't get it twisted, like I've heard last of the real before, like it's like a slogan that people said in America, and you know what I mean? So, but as a Brum artist, like,
you didn't really hear anybody.
Nah, not even just Brum, like UK, you know what I mean? Like people know me, like last of the real. He said last of the real, just connected to me straight away. So then I've commented on there, was going back and forth, and
so when you was going back and forth, was it a respectful, or was it a kind of like, who are you, or?
Nah, he weren't saying like, who are you? He was just saying that he's heard it before as well.
Okay.
But then that's when I've said like, yo, not from the city, like that's me, you know what I mean? I've been saying it for years now. And he just changed it eventually, you know what I mean? Like, but I respect him for it, because because he's got a bigger fan base than me. He could have continued to run with it, and it would have been like who had it first, sort of thing.
Yeah. And obviously, I'm sure he's verified on Twitter so, and stuff like that. So he's kind of like, it does come with that. Yeah. And as somebody that you might not be as established as you was at that time, do you know what I mean? You could have easily have just bowed down and be like, oh, you know what, well, people are going to believe him over me. But this goes to show how much you believe in your source, and you believe that, this thing here that I'm running with, it's more than a slogan. It's a lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? So if you're going to try and use it and stuff like that, it's like a pay homage thing. Even though I'm younger than you, pay homage, it'd be more of, it would have been like, come and collab on it then, or whatever, or come let's do a video and stuff like that, where I can kind of explain why I wanted to use this and why it's significant to me and why it's significant to you. Do you know what I mean? But I just want to say, like, I really appreciate and rate the fact that he changed it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, obviously not on no bummy thing, do you know what I mean? But he looked and whatever, and like what you were saying was, at the time, you felt very slept on. Do you know what I mean? You was putting in a lot of work. You might not have seen the reaction that you might have wanted or expected. And because you was so like, yo, I'm going to make this work, to see that would have been like, yo, no, that can't run. I'm pushing it, you know, man's pushing, though.
We're having it still.
So I like the fact that, you know, you've already had, because in this music thing, it is a sport, and do you know what I mean? Music is a sport. So a lot of people, they're at the level that they're at now because they tested their musicality against another artist, and one artist has gone higher, the other one, or they could have both blew from it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, okay then, so what do you have in store now? So 2021's coming up. Obviously, 2020.
Yeah.
With the pandemic and everything, it's been hard for people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how have you been able to still do your music and still like keep focus on your goals throughout the pandemic?
To be honest, like the year's been bad and that, but so far musically, this has been my best year.
Okay.
Like I've still been able to release music, videos. I've had a close connection with Lady Leisha.
Okay.
Gets shared me on his page. Okay, like there's been loads of things.
Big up Leisha, you know what I mean? Well.
Just like a lot of things going on. Like I've managed to have a proper plan for next year as well. Okay. So I'm just ready for the new year. I don't think like it stopped me in any way, to be fair.
And obviously you started distributing your music online. Is that something that you started this year as well? Or have you released something online before?
Nah, I've released something online before, but it got taken down.
Okay. Like, copyright issues.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like this year, like I've done things properly.
Was that due to the instrumental?
Yeah, things like that.
Okay. But, so obviously, did you have to learn that side then? Because everything. I was like that as well. I'd make a song on a beat. It says free beat on YouTube, and when I want to do something, I'm getting this whole copyright and all this this flagging up, and I'm like, but it says free beat, and that's when I realised, they say free beat because that's what entices you in it. That's like whoa. And then if you want to release it, it's non-profit. You can't make anything from it. Do you know what I mean? Even some of them have little loopholes that, even though you think it's non-profit, they're still getting their little cake. Do you know what I mean? Because it's obviously it's registered in their name. You say you got a plan. So what's the plan for 2021?
Basically, just videos and projects. You know, like it's nothing too complex.
Okay.
Just literally, just release as much as I can. Just flood them like. Because I feel like I've had a lot of breaks, you know what I mean? A lot of people have been getting onto me for music over the years. I feel like I owe it to everyone.
Yeah, so like, you definitely do. I'm so glad that you dropped. So, before we go into that, you dropped something in 2020. What was the project called?
Top Tier.
Top Tier. Do you know what I mean? Where can people find Top Tier?
All digital platforms.
Digital platforms.
All of them.
It's on YouTube
Spotify,
as well. You got a video for a song? Top Tier,
yeah. Just Top Tier, and it's on Mixtape Madness.
On Mixtape Madness, yes. People, you need to check it out. My man went ham, spazzed out. It's got the whole block out. It's got all the young local faces that I've seen. It was just nice to see. We don't have, like, even me myself, I do music, but I don't really do music videos like that.
Yeah, of course.
So to see it and how it came together. You done another one, a Street Stories as well.
With Curtis
Meredith. Big up Curtis Meredith. You kind of, once again, and this is what made me realise, you know what? Like, the ends believe in you, the youths believe in you, like, they're looking up to you, they're all throwing up the L's. It's packaged well, bro. And I just want you now to take it to that next level and understand that we're all behind you. We all want you to be the one, because the thing is, especially me, I want you to be the one because I don't think you'd be a gatekeeper. I feel like what you will, the hype that you would get, you would pass down. Do you know what I mean? 100%. And then they can come up, you pass down. It's that ripple effect. This is what we want to do. Like, we want to be able to open a door, but not then shut it and just get greedy and just have the whole banquet to ourselves. Here's a plate. Let's all eat this whole food together. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's a big world. People need to understand that. You could be blowing in Germany, bro. Getting Germany money, getting Germany shows. No one knows about you in Birmingham, but in Germany, you're a star. All because that one song. They're like, yo, this guy, we need. And then somebody like a producer or promoter might hear you and be like, yo, we need to send him over. Before you know it, you're blown over there. Do you know what I mean? So definitely, I want people to understand that there's enough for all of us. There's enough for everybody to eat. Nobody has to hold on to it. Do you know what I mean? Because if you believe in your source and you're as talented as what you believe, you're always going to find new followers and a new following.
Definitely.
So I just got a few more questions away from music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how old are you again, sorry?
24.
24 now. Yeah. So in your 24 years of your life, like, what has been your most like traumatic experience that you've had to like persevere, get through, and maybe mould into the character that you have now?
The most, definitely when I was homeless, you know.
Okay. Yeah, you was homeless for a bit.
Yeah. About how long? For about 8 months or something. 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I was homeless.
So was you in a hostel and stuff like that?
Yeah. I had to go to hostel.
Was it like a shared accommodation, or was it like actual...
Yeah.
Okay.
But during that time, that was definitely my lowest moment. Like,
and how did you feel about that? How did you get through? And what was so traumatic about it? About the experience?
It's just literally because I was left like on my own, basically. Not on my own, because I had like basically there's a few things going on with the family in it. So
okay.
Certain members of the family I weren't speaking to at the time.
Okay.
So, because I didn't want to leave home at the time, didn't have no choice, like, I was just left, you know what I mean? I had to just fend for myself, sort of thing.
So you felt like you didn't have the support system around you, sort of thing like that?
Yeah.
Because I've been in a hostel myself as well. I've been in a shared accommodation, and I think the hardest thing about it is you left to your own devices, and then that's when you have the time to think about all the experiences that you may not have thought about if you were still on block with the man them and chilling. All of them kind of things might sway away from, you know, what is actually going on. Do you know what I mean? So, how was your experience living in a shared accommodation? Was your house clean? Was it a nice house, or was it?
Not the first one. The first one I didn't really like it, but the second one had my own bathroom and stuff. So
ensuite thing. I've been in one of them. I was like, I don't want to leave here, but sometimes they're just stop gaps to go to. What about the people that you lived with? Like, what was the dynamics like there?
I just kept myself to myself, you know. I didn't really speak to no one like that. If I seen them in the hallway and stuff, I said hello and that. Yeah. Just kept myself to myself, bro. And then, like, I was just working on myself then. But I think it was that year I was saying I didn't really want to do music like that.
Your passion had gone through.
Yeah, like
life takes over sometimes, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe because music is your purpose, you would always feel that little empty hole of why am I not doing what I want to do, which is obviously music. Do you know what I mean? So that was your traumatic experience. If let's say another person, a younger person, I keep saying younger person, but it could be an older or young person, is ever put in that position, like, what advice would you give them?
I'd say, like, if they're feeling low, talk to people, you know what I mean? Yeah. Reach out, like, don't be afraid to speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's got a vent, everyone's got to have a,
outlet.
it's because, like, mine's music.
Yeah.
So a lot of people haven't really got one where, like, it's using your voice. Some people could do art and stuff, drawing and that. You know what I mean? But I think that's why a lot of people listen to me as well. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm their voice, I'm speaking.
They can relate to you, innit?
Yeah. So
what you just said there is perfect because we're artists, we make music, we write, so that's our outlet. That's what helps us. It's a therapeutic tool. But for the people that don't have that outlet, I always say, like, you could go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? Gym. You can work out. You can read a book. You can, like you said, drawing, visual arts. There's all these different outlets, but people sometimes are not desirable. Music is a very desirable thing. Everyone wants to do music. Everyone thinks they're the top rapper. Everyone, do you know what I mean? But not many people want to be artists. Not many people want to draw and all that kind of stuff. But it's just highlighting to people to understand that them kind of things there can help you as well. Do you know what I mean? So that was your most traumatic experience. And fair play. So you got your own place and everything now?
Yeah. I'm sorted now.
See what I mean? You're sorted now. So that little time, I look at my time in a hostel where it was a time for me to appreciate the things that I maybe not have appreciated before. Do you know what I mean? Because like you're saying, when you're living in a shared accommodation, especially a lot of people that are in a shared accommodation, for those who don't know, it's hard to work. 100%. They want £230 rent a week. It's like you might as well work to pay for a 1 bedroom, not even a 1 bedroom, just your one, not a flat, just one bedroom.
Yeah,
and like you're saying, if it ain't ensuite, you're having to share with other people and stuff. So you see some of you people out there that you say, oh, I can't wait to move out. I can't wait to... Right?
Yeah,
if you're not in the position to, and you have to go into a hostel, trust me, you will be in a mess. So that's the one thing. And then I just want something inspirational. So if there's somebody out there that's suffering anxiety, depression, them kind of stuff, like what would you say? Like, how would you inspire them? Or what could you say from your journey that might be able to help them with theirs?
I'll just say, like, basically just find something fun to do, you know what I mean? Find something that you enjoy to do, get back into it. Go outside as well. Because see, when you're going through them things, you just want to be cooped up in your room or whatever.
Yeah.
But just
curtains drawn.
Like a little walk would do a lot for you, you know what I mean? And just take a day at a time, you know what I mean? Just keep going, keep pushing, and then eventually you'll be good, you know what I mean? Like, when I look back now, I think, why was I even thinking like that? That's only because, like, I've just worked on myself and got to that stage, so...
Because it's mad, because obviously, even though, like, all right, there's 9 years between us and stuff like that, like, I've always identified that you've got your head on your shoulders. It's how you've been raised well. Feel like you've got an old soul as well. Do you know what I mean? So some of the stuff that you're saying, man's might not get now or might not understand now, but when they're in their older age, they're like, whoa, like... Mac was dropping gems from back up. Them times I wasn't ready to catch the gem, but now, and then that song, they'll probably wheel it up. Y'all need to listen again. And it's like, rah. So this is what I would say is always keep your authentic style. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, your sauce, your flavour is the last laugh now. Do you know what I mean? There's not many people that are out there keeping it real and like just sticking to that ethos. So, okay, in 2021, if you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be? And why?
I tweeted it today, you know. Stardom, you know.
Okay, Stardom.
I need that collab.
Okay. And why? Why would you like to make a song with Stardom?
He's like a key Birmingham figure, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like once you get to that certain stage, like, you have to collab with the top dogs of Birmingham, you know what I'm trying to say? Top dogs of the city, so Stardom's definitely one. And even KB, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when he's out. That'd be a mad... Even the Stardom collab, that'd be mad. But you see the KB collab, that'll be next level. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. I have seen him, like, on your page and stuff like that.
Sweet still,
Yeah, man, he shows you love it. And I love that, do you know what I mean? Because to me, he's one of the veterans, because even though he might be a bit more younger than me and whatever, he's been on it consistently from a very young age. Even the grime blog thing, even like him and I think it was him and Chemo had this clash thing back in the day. That was mad. That was like what do we call it? I'm not Sage Walkman phone days. You know what I'm saying? Imagine in the back of the bus, like, yo, KB, and then putting the face to the artist. It was mad. I think that's why his buzz was so crazy, because we all had listened on Walkman, but we didn't know who he was. When he's fully trapped, free at last, fully trapped, and all that kind of stuff, I was like, oh. And then he made that song. He made the mixtape Fully Trapped, but the song Fully Trapped on its own, I think it's on Word on Road TV. If you ain't heard that song, listen to that song. To me, still now, is an anthem for myself. Put that on all the time. It's just, even when I was going to the gym, that was a song that I'd listen to, because it just gives you that motivation. And I really, really, really hope and pray that when it comes out, man, Louder Road Life, because he has a career in music. He can do what Potter Paper done times 2. Do you know what I mean? Because 100%. He helped with his journey. They helped, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be interested to see that still. You know what? I want to pick up Stardom as well, because I seen the other day that, you know, he was giving out gifts and all of that kind of stuff. So it's good to see that he's gone clear, but he's still giving back. And this is what it's all about. If we all go clear, but then, you know, offer a hand down for the people that are on the way back up as well. Do you know what I mean? It just keeps what we're doing thriving, because people will still want to endorse into you, because they know that you're the one that helped my man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So Stardom and KBO, who you would like to collab. Do you have any big collabs in the pipeline that you can talk about?
collabs that I've done.
Or some that you might already have done and got in the pipeline?
I've got one coming there, Romy.
Okay. Romy 5, sick.
That's already been done.
See, he's another sick Birmingham artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Bars for days.
Not so much collabs, you know. I haven't really sorted any collabs. I've just been working on my solos, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I would say I would like to hear you on a song with like singers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Got them in the pipeline still.
Yeah, I think that'll be sick. I think your verses are sick. To get a chorus of a sick singer, I don't even have to be established. I think that would just take your thing to a whole nother level. Do you know what I mean? Because you got a little singing thing and then you'll come through with the impactful bars. And then, do you know what I'm saying? So the last thing that I wanted to ask you is what I'll ask everybody on Walk a Mile in My Shoes podcast is, do you have like a positive quote or a lyric that you wrote yourself that you live by? There's probably a few. Do you know what I mean? You have a lot of quotable lyrics, bro. Especially with family. I think your family lyrics, they always hit heavy for me still. It reminds me a lot of my childhood when you talk about your family and stuff.
The one that I'd say I'd live by is at the end I'll have the biggest laugh. Last of the real, this little thing of ours.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just literally what I stand by, innit? Like,
yeah, man.
I always have the last laugh, you know what I mean? I won't be slept on forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're building up your thing.
Yeah.
Then when it explodes, I'll have the last laugh. For the ones that you might have reached out to before or whatever and they're just airballed, they'll be the same ones that be like, yo, see you doing your thing still. Alright, you just laugh because definitely. Like, yo, when I was on the way up, you didn't want to know. Now I'm popping, and now you're a has-been. Now you want to give homage. Go on, that your business, and it's one of them kind of things, isn't it? So say it again.
At the end, I have the biggest laugh. Last of the real, this little thing of ours.
You hear that?
You know what I'm saying?
Biggest laugh, the last of the real, this little thing of ours. You know, you just build it up, and man, whatever. Then it explodes, and then you go back to, yo, remember when man was just chilling. Fake computer, and we said that we'll be here. Now we're here. Do you know what I mean? And then that's when you can appreciate it even more, and you track the journey. Do you know what I'm saying? So, brother, listen, I'm very excited, bro. Like I said beforehand, I'm excited for your journey and what you're gonna be putting out there, bro. Because you are the hidden gem of our ends, and you're gonna be discovered by everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Love,
and when you do, bro, I'm gonna hold you to this. Everybody hold you to this. When he bosses down that door, when he's gonna have a little protege that's gonna be running in after him. Do you know what I mean? And then he's protege until the Birmingham scene is booming and thriving the way how it should. Yeah, and obviously we have a lot of key figures out there that have. You might not even have the hype, but you got the resources. Help people, man. Bring them through, man. Because at the end of the day, you was once that person looking in. Oh, how am I going to get in? But now you're there, and I don't want any artist, up and coming or established artist, to ever forget the journey of what it used to be like when you was aspiring to be an artist, and now you're there. Yeah. So to my Walk a Mile in My Shoes podcast people and viewers, old and new, where can they find your music? Where can they find, how can they support you on your musical journey?
Mac LOTR on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, all digital platforms for all my music.
Spotify, Apple Music.
You can Google me now as well. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, see that there? See about on the right, you can Google, man. See Google, man. Artist profile on them, thing come up there. Say no, these songs. Birmingham, get behind, Mac. I ain't even gassing. All you need to do is hear one tune and you will be gripped. Seriously, man. And like you're saying, the tunes are coming consistently, and the start of the year, you're going to be dropping something else?
Yeah, on the 8th, my single, Picture Frames, 8th of January, 2021.
Okay. We're going to get a video for that as well?
Yeah.
Where's that going to be featuring?
It'll be on Link Up TV.
Hey, you see that? Link Up TV.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah.
But another thing that I want to leave you with, that in the new year, Birmingham will have a thriving music channel, And all of you hidden gems out there with talent, you won't be left out. You won't be forgotten. I don't care if you're from the posh side of Birmingham, the rough side of Birmingham. If you got bars and you got talent and you're committed to your craft, we will be coming out to film you, yeah? So myself, Nathaniel James, the host of Walk Mile in My Shoes, and the special guest, Mac and LOTR. Family tree, Senki, t-shirt in the blood, yeah? And we're out.
Let me be clear. Your bottom barrel, this is top tier.